Hi, my name is Mario Coelho. Today I'm joined by Jenna Greaves. Hi Jenna, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for joining me today. So when did you begin studying journalism?
I began studying journalism way back in 7th grade when I joined my school's yearbook staff. I think that's really when I started getting into journalism and learning more about writing and photography.
Very nice, very nice. Where did you get your journalism education from?
I really started honing in on my journalism education at Seminole State College when I took my first journalism class. Then I continued it at University of Central Florida, where I'm enrolled in the print digital program there.
Okay, very nice, very nice. What is it like studying to be a journalist while working as one?
I think it's very beneficial to study to be a journalist while also working as one, because I get to apply what I learn in the classroom to the real world. So it's really cool to see how the lessons I learn in class cross over to my interviews during the day and my writing skills. I think it's helped me a ton.
Nice, nice. How did your education contribute to your job as a journalist?
My education kind of started my job as a journalist
Right.
because my professor here at Seminole State, he was the one that got me my job at the Sanford Herald.
Nice.
He was retiring and he just offered me his job, so
Nice.
here I am.
So what inspired you to pursue a career in journalism, and what do you hope to achieve with your journalism degree?
Well, I was originally inspired to be a journalist because I think that everyone has a story to be told, no matter how small. As a member of multiple minority communities, I know exactly what it means to be overlooked, and I feel like no one should have to go through that. So as a journalist, I want to be the one to tell everyone's story, no matter how unimportant it may seem to someone else.
Yeah.
I think that it's still important to highlight, and especially some of the smallest stories can be the most heartwarming stories, and we need good news sometimes.
Yeah, very true. So have you had any experience in the field of journalism? If so, can you share some of your experiences?
Yes, right now I'm working for the Sanford Herald newspaper, so I've been writing for them. I've written for the Seminole Scribe here at Seminole State College,
Yeah.
and also I just started as an associate producer for Nightly Latino, which is a Latino webcast at UCF.
Awesome.
So I work on graphics, I write, I do photography, I do a little bit of everything.
That's great. So how have you developed your writing skills over time?
Developing my writing skills over time, it really just practice makes perfect, just writing as much as I can, and reading definitely helps. I read as many news articles as I can, and I try to mimic what the professional journalists are doing, so one day I can be like them.
Yeah, awesome. What type of stories or topics are you most interested in covering, and why?
My favorite stories to cover are the people stories, where people are just contributing to the community in some kind of way, because I think those are the most heartwarming ones, and we need good news. But also in the future, I really hope to get into travel journalism, because I would love to explore the world and kind of teach other people about different cultures.
Right. Can you describe a particularly challenging assignment or project you've worked on?
I think the most challenging project that I've worked on was when I went to a journalism boot camp with Bethune-Cookman University.
Oh, wow.
We had to create an entire package within 2 hours. So we had to pitch our story, we had to find interviews, we had to film everything and edit everything together, all within 2 hours. And it was hectic for sure, because first our pitches were all shot down. We had to pitch like 15 different stories. And then once we finally got one, we couldn't find the person to interview because it was a Saturday and everything was closed on campus. So we had to completely pivot and find something else. And then after that, editing takes a long time, and all within 2 hours. It was a lot, but it came together.
Impossible just hearing it. Yeah. How do you see the future of journalism evolving, and what role do you hope to play in shaping this future?
I think the future of journalism is going to be very different from what it is now. Right now, we're used to watching the news, or I guess no one really reads the newspaper anymore, so I think it's all going to become more digital. It's all going to be online, and I think it's going to move a lot faster, because with social media and everything, people want their news to be quick. They don't want to sit down and watch an hour program or read the newspaper. So I think, me personally, I want to contribute to that by making sure that journalists keep their integrity alive, because when things are moving so fast, we kind of overlooked certain steps. So I want to make sure that we don't ever overlook fact-checking, for sure, because I don't want to be one of those journalists that makes up a story just to be the first and just to be the best.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. That's all the questions we have.
Well, thank you. It was very nice.